Hello, folks. Welcome back to Tyranny. As always, of course, I am Falcon, your host. Now, we are back in the village. I actually had left, but I had to come back because I didn't realize that I had to actually look through the village and try to find that iron supply that we were supposed to be looking for at Echo Call Crossing here. So this is the village we fought the big battle previously at, and we let most of the civilians get away. So I came back into here. There was one spot which I had actually noticed before when we were playing through here the first time, but didn't realize that there was anything I had to actually do here. There was one spot that there were some crates that said that they looked like they had been dragged from the nearby house. Well, I don't think I could do it at the time, and this is what screwed me up, is I don't think I could do it initially, but after you complete the battle, you can go back to that house and you can pick the lock, or break the door down, depending on what you decide to do. Depending on whether you have better subterfuge, or whatever the hell the lockpicking one is, or better athletics for breaking it down. I could do both, because I have okay on both of those things. But and then inside here we found a crate that had some iron in it, forge-bound iron. As soon as I picked it up, this guy came in. Old Man Mua. The old man barges in through the door behind you. "You motherless whoremonger!" He attempts to usher you away from the pointed end of his walking stick. "Get out!" "I found forge-bound iron in one of these barrels. Got a great deal to explain, old man. Or we could just kill him." "I'll go with that one." The man points his walking stick at your face. "It's always the young pushing the old. I had no choice in the matter. Strange men appeared here a fortnight ago. They claim to be supporters of the Vendrian Guard, but I've never seen them before." Stamps his foot in a fit. "I had no choice. These so-called freedom fighters threatened my life if I did not comply." "Villagers forcing you to help the Vendrian Guard. Sounds suspicious." Then Matani showed up for the iron. Matani was I believe was the captain of the Vendrian Guard that was holding the city. I don't remember. Or again, we can just kill him. Nyeh. "Why am I a old man unwilling to accept the rule of a peacemaker? Are you aware that such a crime as this is punishable by death?" Sounds suspicious. "Have you been listening to a damned thing I've been saying? Or do you have shit for ears?" His face twitches as his spittle lands on you. "That's exactly what I was saying. I don't want any part of this foolish war." Either way, you do, and the disfavored will make you pay the price. Seems like your stubborn ignorance may have saved you, but I'm taking the iron. You may stay. I'll be nice and let you stay. Because if you really, truly are unaware, on one hand, you still, I'll let you stay. The old man snatches your hand and shakes them with what little strength he has left. "Thank you, Fatebinder." Yeah. Don't mention it, dude. I already know the sigil. Okay. I haven't encountered that before. I guess that makes sense. That it's one of a more common type. So I guess it is somewhat makes sense that you would be able to find more than one of them. It's only going to be some of the more powerful, like really special ones that there's probably only like one or two of. Anyway, so the house is right here, and this is what I had seen before. These crates have a small series of notches in the top left corner, which indicates that there was some of the boxes we were looking for, and scuffs in the ground suggest they were dragged from the nearby home. Now, I saw that before, but I don't think you could actually do anything with that door until after the fight. And after the fight, well, I didn't realize I had to come back, so... home has been bisected by Earthstriker magic. Antio likely ordered his mages to do so to intimidate the villagers. Yeah. Well, good. Alright, so... let's verify that I've actually completed this thing now. Okay. So we actually have it now. I wasted 5 hours here and 5 hours back, which is not good, but... unfortunately, nothing I could do about it. I needed to complete the damn quest. Well, I guess I didn't have to. It's a side quest, but wanted to complete the damn quest, and the only way to do that was to go back to the village. So I wasted 10 hours of travel time, which is not good, because now it says we only have 5 days instead of 6. And no good. What now? You're not complete without... Where the hell did this come from? Tarkus Ari. We're not completely without our senses. We knew Kairos would issue an edict on our valley. Perhaps the Overlord has a sick sense of humor, but I can assure you I laughed when I heard learned the death sentence doomed the Oathbreaker and Puppet equally. I had such low expectations with the sermon of the so-called Archon of Justice. Tunon seems little more than a passive stooge that sits on a throne to legitimize the carnage and plunder of the other Archons. The face of prosperity lets Kairos claim one thing while being another. I would hoped you actually did serve justice, the notion, not the Archon, but your actions have said otherwise. At least I could thank you for proving my cynicism entirely warranted. If you survived becoming slaughter, bear witness that I, Tarkus Ari of the Vendrian Guard, do take responsibility for the actions of my crew. Should my warriors come before the court's axe, tell Tunon they were starving, desperate, and easily manipulated into a struggle that was mine and not theirs. Sell this lie as well as you would sell the lies of the Overlord. Huh. So... I mean, I thought I was doing pretty good in making them, like, semi-friendly to me. So I'm a little confused, I'm not gonna lie, because I thought I was doing fairly good at making the Vengeance, you know, I was being fairly nice to them, all things considered. So I am a little bit on the confused side that they are still so, like, heavily opposed to me. When they got there, the Oathbreakers picked it clean, nothing left but scrap. Gain average wrath. Binding mark? What the hell is this? Binding mark is Kairos' knife in the shadows, the unseen drop of poison that enforces the Overlord's will. It reports to Tunon the Adjudicator, serving in his capacity as the final word to those who hold Kairos' law in contempt. If you know the origin of the Archon of Shadows, or how Kairos maintains a hold on him, those who anger the Archon never live long past sunset. Oh, I guess because I'm breaking the law essentially by keeping the iron? I suppose? Wait, I don't know what I could do with this. What could I even do with this? Like, what is the point of me having it? Because it doesn't look like I could just sell it, so, like, why would I even care? Like, what's the point? Because I can't do anything with it as far as I can tell, anyway. So... I don't entirely understand. I don't know. I just don't get why it matters. I already know that, so we can sell it. Broken armor, we can sell that. Cloth hat is fucking useless. Iron javelins, I have nobody who uses javelins. I've just got so much stuff to sell. I'll keep the Earthshaker hood for the time being, at least, because I have no particular need to get rid of it. I will keep those, because that's What's-Her-Face's original weapons, and then some of my original armor. Okay. I think we're good. For the moment, at least. Bronze dagger. Less damage. Alright, now, so get rid of that. Get rid of that. I mean, I do have a variety of reasonably okay stuff here, all things considered. So, a frost weapon, but it's much faster attacking, so even though it does less outright damage, the DPS is higher. Or this, which I'm not really a huge fan of. 2.5, 2.5. So why is this one a fine? Like, what is the difference between these? Doesn't seem to be any difference between these, really. So I don't understand why that's even a thing. Because it doesn't actually look like it does anything for me. This will give me a lot of freaking money, though. That's for damn sure. Quite a bit of money. I will take it. That's all the money that we got. Alright, so let's go ahead and we will turn the stuff in. Here it is. The good thing the Oathbreakers didn't get their hands on much of it. Can't tell you what it means to have this back in our hands. I'll make sure to tell my superior about what you've done for the Legion. So we gain some favor, which is cool. That actually puts us over 3, so that's good. Lost the Tyranny ingots. We can say farewell now. Alright, so now we gotta go talk to... Oh, we gained an ability. Stand together, stand tall. Is this a... What is this? What is it? Is it a passive ability? Oh, it is a passive ability. Huh. Okay. So +1 resolve. I guess near you, so near my main character, so it's not just for the whole group. Interesting. It is kind of strange that it's, that it is a pulse like this. So it's constantly, like, resetting itself, which is a little weird to me, but... I mean, it's whatever, but... So resolve this? So what does this do again? Physical and mental challenges. Endurance, will, and magic defenses. Protection against afflictions. Okay. Oh no, I'm sorry, the durations of afflictions, rather. So it's primarily a defensive thing, but that's still cool to have, since it's a passive, you know, just is a thing. It just exists. So I'll take it. So who are we turning this into? We turned it as 10. Okay, so we have to actually go talk to Graven Ash himself. Alright, that's what I kind of figured, but I wasn't completely sure. So, oh, whoa. Oh, Nerat's back. Ah. There's Oathbreakers enough credit. Even beasts can begin to something or other. If there's any pattern in my strategies, one of relentless victory that hears me excel at deception but falter. You're more deceitful than your second car, and wasn't he the expert on siege warfare? What's your plan with dealing with walls now? Standing pyramid? Standing pyramid? These Oathbreakers enough credit, even beasts can begin to see the patterns. Here's me excel at deception but falter at a fair fight. Probably explains why you surround yourself with them. More deceitful than your second car, wasn't he the expert on siege warfare? What's your plan? Arcana Stone was punished for his actions. If you want to talk guilt by association, I'd be happy to hold you accountable for the collective crimes of the chorus. And any disfavored warrior can take 10 of these hill folk with a fruit knife, properly armed. It's not even fair. Alright, guys, you gonna stop arguing?
How can we trust your rabble not to turn at this last moment? How many of your conscripts have family bonds to the Vendrian Guard?
Seriously, dude.
It is decided. The disfavored will take the vanguard of the assault. It is the only way to assure success before the edict comes to pass.
I mean, I don't actually see any reason why Nerat would argue that, because that means the disfavored are going to go out there and get their asses kicked. And his people get to sit back and kind of watch. And he's actually, like, a lot of the Scarlet Chorus have been, you know, really down for that so far, because they feel like they're always the ones that are thrown out in front and getting slaughtered, while the disfavored sit back and watch. So I don't really see where the chorus would really have a problem with this. His roar pulses eardrums, his face reddening as he yells.
Oh, you're so young. We can forgive you for being stupid. Without your Archon of Stone to bring down those walls, you're out of your element. Only the chorus has the numbers required to swarm the walls from all sides. We will lead the vanguard of this battle.
I mean, fair enough, but what you should do is you should work together. And the disfavored should go in the front and distract them while the chorus surrounds them and attacks them from every other direction. Yeah! That's what you should do. Let the disfavored draw most of their attention in the front, while the chorus kind of swarms them from every other direction.
The best the chorus could accomplish would be leaving a ramp-shaped pile of corpses propped up against the walls for my warriors to use.
Also a distinct possibility.
Their fortifications are not a concern. Even understaffed, my Earthshakers could breach the masonry in short order.
Also highly possible, but you really kind of underestimate the chorus, dude. I'm not gonna lie. Yes, they are essentially cannon fodder, but, I mean, they're not completely useless.
Another brilliant idea. Cairn's cult is, we're sure, every bit as trustworthy and sane as the late Archon of Stone himself. You did notice the spire at the center of the citadel? Hard to miss it, being only the tallest thing on the horizon and such. Certainly your Earth mages won't do anything stupid like, say, breaking the spire's foundation. What could possibly go wrong?
Yeah, that would probably be a bad thing. So he twirls the scepter, which means he's talking to me again. Hear the voices in your head. We love saying that name, Cairn, just to watch him squirm. Graven Ash had so much hair back before he met us. Oh, damn. That, really? Come on, Nerat. I mean, shit.
I trust them more than I
The
trust
rot,
your
whatever.
circus of rapists, sell swords, and turncoat tearsmen.
Not entirely a bad comeback. Arkadash turns his head and upon seeing you in the tent relaxes his posture.
Tunon's Fatebinder has arrived.
The tent falls silent and all eyes turn to you expectantly. Operation Zeneko Call Crossing and Tripnell Wilderness were successful. Why aren't you two marching towards Ascension Hall? They were successful with little help from the disfavored. May piss him off. Victorious, despite the constant ineptitude of the chorus. Piss him off. Yeah, so this is, again, they're arguing amongst themselves, so we're not going to blame a specific person, because it's not one particular person's fault. This is, again, a problem with both of you, because you are both fucking just, really? Come on, what the hell are you guys doing?
Nothing would please us more than to be done with this wretched valley. Perhaps if we had more support from the disfavored, and from the court.
Hey, don't make me kick your ass.
Now that we are all assembled, I want reports. The Scarlet Chorus was going to resolve the Oathbreaker presence in the Outer Valley. What became of that?
I handled it.
Yes, what did become of that? We should know already, yet we do not. If we are not mistaken, the Fatebinder played a pivotal role in this operation. Fifth Eye, shed light on this baffling question.
The Oathbreaker raiders were broken, and most importantly, their captain was taken, and he has told us. Dark Seekers grips his helmet as a chittering percussion of whispers pour forth.
Nothing. Curse you, motherless fucks! What have you brought but fire and
Slaps the forehead portion of his mask, and for a moment, the emerald flames within his robes dim.
Oh, suffering doesn't really capture the nuance of what we've done. Apologies. We've been savoring this one's defiance. We know much of their inner workings, their desperate allies, their foolish hopes. This is our battle to lose.
And why are you not providing this information to the group?
Why I am on equal footing with Kairos' clown, I will never understand.
Damn.
So, Fatebinder, you would deem this mission successful?
They were scattered, and I took the captain alive as requested. There's not much else to add. So he was a boastful leader from an influential family. His recruitment will demoralize the enemy. Gain favor with Nerat. He was renowned for skill at arms. It would have been better to best him in battle. Send a stronger message. For once, I'm actually going to go with Nerat here. Yeah, for once I'm going to go with Nerat.
Iron Marshal, I understand we've established a foothold across the Matani. Report.
Securing the Matani was a gruesome affair. An agent of the School of Tide still lives, and the river was turned against us. Despite our losses, however, the day ended in success at Echo Call Crossing, though victory came at great cost. Yeah, only because I did shit. When it came time to secure the nearby Ekakal village, there was a distressing discovery. The villagers had been stashing iron weapons, no doubt stolen from our supply lines. Commander Antio wished to burn the village, but the chorus disagreed, and the Fatebinder backed their claim. Yeah, you'll get pissed at me a little bit, but I have a long ways to go before we get any wrath with him at all. Nearad, on the other hand, is another matter. A few of them got away, but their leader, Captain Batani Sybil, did not. Spies tell us she was one of the founding members of this insurrection. Her death will no doubt dishearten the Oathbreakers.
One less noble scion of Apex with delusions of relevance. Good riddance.
See, we could have actually let her get away, too. We could have actually allowed her to escape along with her other soldiers and stuff, which I really don't see as being a good idea, though. I don't.
Have we forgotten why we marched south in the first place? Are we to rule over a sea of corpses? Have you any idea how difficult it is to tax dead people? Your treatment of the locals is short-sighted. We alone follow the commandments of the Overlord.
I don't know if I'd go that far. So to emphasize his words with a conductor's wand, the voices of Nerat flourishes his jeweled scepter in the air, so he's talking to me again. This is absurd! We aim to bring mercy and peace, while Ash remains fixated on ruthless slaughter. Yeah, we take the noble path of tolerance, acceptance, forgiveness toward the enemy, while the disfavored would happily see every tearsman in a grave or a cage, and yet, we're seen as the wicked, troublesome one. Well, I mean, you're both not exactly the greatest people in the world. I can safely assume Kairos wants some bloodshed, otherwise why send the disfavored? True. My intent was to honor the chorus and bring you a captive, but it would have taken a gang of warriors with nets to take her alive. Oh, so Kairos commanded you to be an insufferable ass at every turn. If so, good job! Again! I'm gonna actually favor Nerat here. Like, you're a little too aggressive there, Graven. I'm sorry, but you just are.
A shame, as no doubt she had much to teach us. Had we been present, we could have subdued her with some simple cantrip. But we understand. You aren't nearly as powerful or capable as we. Your failure is understandable.
I mean, you are Archons. I am still, at the present moment anyway, a peon. Granted, a peon with a great deal of authority, but a peon, nevertheless. I mean, technically you guys are peons too, but, you know, you're like a higher level of peon. Just go with it. Let's just, you know.
Enough! If these are my allies, why bother with the enemy? Even the low-born Oathbreakers have the honor and decency to...
Slams them all to the ground with a bone-rattling thud.
Oh, finish your thought, old chap. They have the honor and decency to... To what? To abide by some sort of deal you made with them?
Spins the scepter again. Can you not hear the treachery in his words? How can we be sure he hasn't been stalling this whole campaign? His legion boasts of victory after victory, and yet these half-wit Oathbreakers suddenly give the disfavored pause. Scowling at the Archon of Secrets, Graven Ash says nothing, his body heaving with agitation. If you are unwilling to work together, as Fatebinder of Tunon, I will order you to do so. A truce with the Oathbreakers, is this true? Enough bickering, we'll run out of time to take Ascension Hall. I'm not going to order them to, because they'll probably get pissed about that. At the same time, we have the authority to. You know what? I'm going to actually wield my authority this time and be like, look, you idiots.
With whom do you stand?
His mask tilts sideways as he lurches forward, waggling a scepter at you. Now is not the time for compromise. One of us will have the honor of completing this glorious conquest. We know you will choose wisely. The tent grows quiet as the gathering looks to you in anticipation. March on the venturing wall together or not at all? Damn, lose favor and gain wrath with both of them. I can afford to lose favor, and frankly can afford to have wrath with both of them too, but... big favor, but big wrath with Nerat. Major wrath or major favor? No, I am going to make you guys fucking work together, because that's the entire goddamn reason behind this, the friggin' pronouncement. The thing that says we're all gonna die if we don't accomplish the thing. Like, for real.
You test my patience, Fatebinder. We did not ask for a weak compromise that leaves all parties unsatisfied. Whom do you support? Are you going to let the Scarlet Chorus traitors have their way? Or will you stand by Kairos' true disciples, the disfavored?
Okay, so you're not going to let me get away for this. You know, in this particular instance, I'm actually going to go with the chorus. I'm usually inclined to go with the disfavored, but the chorus is actually... Yeah, the chorus is actually still is trying to work toward a little bit more in the way of peace, which the disfavored are definitely not. So, yeah.
You'd stand with the madman and his rabble? I am shocked.
Well, get over
I
it.
counted you amongst our allies, and your name was held in some regard amongst my troops.
I mean, okay. Sparks dancing around the Archon's iron regalia as Graven Ash fumes.
So be it. I will add another name to our record of hate. Out of respect for the Blue Flag truce, I won't have you slain where you stand. If you leave my camp and don't look back.
Really? It's like that? That's an unwise decision, Graven Ash. Just gonna say that right now. You shouldn't push it so far, friend.
A wise choice. The Scarlet Chorus will be honored to silence the last of the Vendrian Guard insult. Graven Ash, we hereby order you to stand down and remain here at camp until we have secured the Citadel.
If the chorus leads the charge, they will fail. I will not sit idly by while the edict claims my legion. The disfavored will carve a path to the Citadel on our own, if that's what it takes.
The air crackles with electricity as he lifts his maul to strike. Seriously, two are actually going to fight each other? Oh, God. Oh, you shitty me. Like, for real, guys? This is why the edict happened in the first place. Fatebinder. Your vision comes into focus, as does the feelings of a hand on your shoulder. Are you with me, Fatebinder? You don't look hurt, but... say something. Something. Good, same old Fatebinder. It's worried there for a second that you had been seriously hurt. Your guardian here came to your rescue. The Crimson Spear taps Barrack on the shoulder with a hearty smile. Turns to greet the gesture with a cold stare.
I wasn't trying to save you. I was trying to save her.
Points to Verse and sighs. Why the hell would you try to... What? Why would... What?
And what happened, you bleeding hard iron shit tower?
Crosses her arms and glares. Why would you try to save Verse? Whatever.
I picked her up and she stabbed me. Put a dent in my side that I won't forget. So I put her down and dragged you out here to recuperate.
What is it with you two? Why did you stab him? That was an honorable thing to do. Well, don't try that again. So, yeah, what the hell is it with you two?
This is no time to narrate our life stories. If the edict comes crashing down on our heads, none of it will matter anyway.
I mean, okay, sure, but...
On that note, better to leave now while we're well parted. You've made your allegiances clear. I hope you serve a good long term with the Scarlet Chorus, and that we never meet on the wrong side of the battlefield.
I needed to make a decision. I sided with the army that has the numbers. You're too quick to label me an enemy. Yeah, well, yeah, this isn't about resolving. It's about doing the edict. Stay with me as my deputy at least that long, then I will release you from service. No, I don't want to release him at all. Yeah.
I've had enough of your justifications and empty values. Your actions speak a great deal louder than your slippery words.
Crap. Maybe I needed some loyalty with him to get him to stay with me.
How could I put my trust in an enemy of the great general? Why shouldn't I simply kill you now, traitor?
Damn. Roars within him in fury and shoves you with all his strength. He raises his hands as if to strangle you and then lowers them, trembling with his strength.
You aren't worth it. I have too much to accomplish in service to the great general to deal with you now.
We meet at the field of
When we
battle.
meet in the field of battle, I won't have any reservations about cutting off your
My
breath.
fucking lore is this... fuck. I'll get out of here
Farewell,
then.
Fatebinder. And Verse, try not to get killed.
Turns to leave. Shit, I don't want to lose him. It's already Nearad has already departed for camp, and I'm heading there now. Come join us. We'd be honored to have you join us for the assault. I mean, not like there's anything left for you here. I'm actually going to reload real quick. The reason being... Actually, before we do that, let's make a save. The reason being... Ash's tent. Oh shit. Actually. Can I leave? I can. Okay. So we're gonna leave, we're gonna rest, because I need to have my actual stat points, apparently. And I'm going to try and convince him to stay. But, yeah, my stats are down because I'm not rested. Is there a resting spot in the camp here somewhere?
Right.
Yeah, there we go. So at least I can rest without having to use my, place I can rest without having to use a thing to rest with. Let's also... I have a point, I think, to spend... Oh no, not with my main character, though. Crap. Well, poop. Can I talk to you a little bit? I want to try and get your stuff up. Turns to face you, nodding silently. A short sigh escapes as he waits for you to speak.
What can I do for you?
Like a more than capable fighter. Trained with a spear, but I gave up when I earned this favored iron. I still thought it was some accuracy, but it's a challenge these days. Remember that ass has an unbeatable thing, its special reputation. Take no offense for this, but I would prefer to keep my fighting techniques private for the time being. Personal to me is my family's secrets. Immediate concerns. Lots of my stuff. Any reservations I have aside, your military record speaks for itself. Travel companions. What do you think of Verse? I try not to. She has a force of chaos, and agent forces in near taking her into her confidence can only lead to ruin. Fighter. What about Lantry? Don't know how many years he's walked the face of Tyranny, but he clearly knows more than he claims to. I'm trying to see. Same area of Coral Stand to the Sentinel Island. Worthy of Iron. Cultivation was horse. Usual view of the Edict of Storms. Left its mark on me. Considering how we fought at the start. The Edict is remembered. We're trying to see. Siren. Yeah, the song that got whole villages marching to her will. Once those peasants killed the neighbors or cousins in service of the voices that either hardened them into warriors, broke their minds for servitude. Lots of criminal drifters joined after that. The scum of the tears just need the promise of glory and stuff. Oops. Not pretty. It shouldn't be the course of forge. All the dirt of the tears goes in. The finest bits are refined into weapons. Many that join the chorus because they wish to join the winning side. It's a shame that such patriots are not born to proper northern stock, too weak or too slight to be disfavored. Tears will only be a weak link in the disfavored shield wall. How much loyalty did that give me? Not a fucking enough. God damn it. Yes, the North is our shared link, our consistency. How can I trust a woman or man to hold the shield wall if I don't understand their customs? The troops and tactics. Warriors. I'm just looking for things. If you guys want to read this, you can read through it here. I'm kind of speed reading some of it just so I have kind of a vague idea of what he's talking about. But I'm trying to find ways to get his loyalty up just a little bit more. Because I hope if I have at least one level of loyalty with him, maybe he'll stay. Because I really would like him to stay. I don't want to lose a party member. If I can help it. Mages that follow the voices of Nerat, like the course itself, the order does not seek the tradition of antiquity, rather built on knowledge stolen from other guilds. Fire earns them a place. How is it led and supplied? It's chaos. Brian will break it from the larger force and disperse back into their homelands. The course is efficient beyond words, yet more bodies keep coming in to replace those lost in the mess. Those lost are less of a burden. A lot of mouths to feed. Affected pigs from food and water in a sense. Okay, what about Nerat? Sometimes he's actually dead, and the Overlord has trapped the minds of his foes in the same body and tortured them all, and the likeliest explanations I've ever heard. I heard his tears can turn cheese into milk. Very amusing. Yeah, that is a little bit of loyalty. Alright, so now we have one loyalty with him. Cool. That was my main thing I was trying to do, was just gain a little bit of loyalty with him. Because now maybe he'll stay? Although at the same time, what we probably end up with, if we side with Graven Ash, we probably have a question of whether Verse will stay or not, and then Verse probably will, because I have really good stats with her right now. Like, I have really good loyalty with her. Because I don't want to lose a person, particularly Barrack, because he's my damn tank. I don't want to lose my fucking tank. I don't want to lose Verse either, because we have her maxed out on skills, basically, so that's definitely a good thing to have. I'm not a huge fan of Barrack's abilities. I mean, they're not bad, but they're not bad. Well, her Ebb was somebody we don't even have, and yet we have her stuff ranked up to the point that we could actually get her we could actually immediately have abilities with her, which is just funny to me, but okay. Real quick. There. Was there abilities with them? No. Okay. No, there's not. Alright, well, let's go in here then. We're gonna blaze through this conversation thing. I think I might actually side with Graven Ash this time. The reason being, I would prefer to not lose any people.
Not to turn at this last. The best. I trust Tunon's Fatebinder has arrived.
Yeah, so why aren't you two marching?
Nothing would please.
Now that why I am on equal footing with Kairos' clown, I will never understand.
Yeah, gain some favor.
So, Fatebinder, you would deem this mission successful.
Gain some favor with Nerat because we need something with him.
I understand.
Yeah, that was.
One less.
Have we forgotten why we marched south in the first place? Are we to rule over a sea of corpses? Have you any idea how difficult it is to tax dead people? Your treatment of the locals is short-sighted. We alone follow the commandments of the Overlord.
Well, let's go with this one actually this time. I don't want to get wrath with them too much if I can help it, because that actually makes them my enemy. So, safely assume Kairos wants some bloodshed, otherwise why send the disfavored?
Sophistry becomes you, Fatebinder. But we think the disfavored were sent to learn from our example. What other reason would the Overlord have for slowing us down with such a burdensome ally? Kairos' Day of Swords approaches, and our allies in the disfavored in the court refuse to work with us. There is clearly only one reason for this. Graven Ash and Tunon have allied against us. You conspire to rob us of our deserved glory.
Emerald colored trails appear in the air as the Archon madly swings the scepter. We see how it really is. You're all against us. I didn't say that. Alright, so look, we're running out of time to take Ascension Hall.
Fatebinder is right. Our survival is at stake. All that matters is taking Ascension Hall. Iron Marshal, ready our troops. Fifth Eye, tell your gangs to cover our flanks.
You will do as we order. You are not to take orders from this addled ponce.
Then the impasse is clear. We both wish for the honor of leading this final assault on the Vendrian Guard. Since Tunon is not here to select the rightful bearer of this honor, we must turn to the Archon's proxy.
With whom do you stand?
Alright, so this time I am going to go with the disfavored. I mean, primarily because I don't want to lose a companion, and I'm pretty sure that Verse won't leave me because she has really high loyalty and fear, both. So I'm pretty sure she won't leave, so I'm going to actually go with the disfavored here, just because I would really prefer not to lose somebody. And I don't know if Barrick, whatever the hell his name is, will stay, even with my getting his loyalty up some. And even with me having better stats. So I could possibly convince him to stay. I'm not going to risk it, so...
You honor us, as I knew you would. You have made the right choice. The disfavored have stood at the forefront of battle since the first days of the war. And now, we have the honor of winning this final battle.
His fist striking the breastplate with a thunderous clatter and a salute.
Beloved chorus! We have too many lives to protect. We can't allow your foolish decision to destroy us all!
Brilliant emerald green radiates from the Archon, and the chatter of a busy marketplace seems to fill the tent. The scepter he normally holds as a playful prop is now clutched as a bludgeon ready to strike. I'm okay with it.
You would dare harm me and our guest from the court?
He raises air, crackles electricity as he lifts his maul to strike. And once again, insanity commences. These two are...
By Kairos' word, this means war! How did it come to this?
He roused to consciousness at the sight of Graven Ash swatting his hand toward the thinning green mist with the voices of near at once stood moments ago. Let's take Ascension Hall without the chorus's help. Saw you step in front of me, thank you. I'm sure you wish to go to war against the chorus. I mean, I'll take a little bit of favor with him at this point. Wait as well.
Just old soldier reflexes. Couldn't be sure if it was trying a simple illusion or a bolt of fire. Either way, needed to be sure my guests didn't perish in my war tent. Wouldn't be able to live that one down.
Well, we'll have to... Are you sure you want to go to war against them? I wouldn't do that.
What other choice am I given? It is clear the voices of Narat would endanger all of us out of vanity. Besides, we all know when this war is over, someone must rule and protect the Tears. So I will start protecting the Tears from the depravity of the Scarlet Chorus.
Well, we'll have to take it without their help.
Yes, and instead of having false allies on our side, at least we can march on the Citadel knowing full well who is friend and foe. And it goes without saying, the disfavored needs you now for this glorious battle. Please speak with the Iron Marshal. She will give you the specifics of our plan. The Archon of Secrets left behind one of his spies. Perhaps we should send her back to her master in pieces.
Narrows his eyes and points a finger at Verse. Barrick's armor makes a discordant sound of iron bending under pressure. Everyone assembled in the room looks at him.
Something to say, Barrick?
Ash's stone shield a confused look.
Nothing at present, Archon. Forgive the interruption.
Looks at him. It was a vague hope in his otherwise impersonal stare. Verse is with me. Yeah, no. Verse is with me.
You would harbor the Archon's henchmen in your company? This is aiding and abetting the voices of Narat. I cannot stand for it.
Can and you will. She's necessary to my work. Which puts her under the court's protection. If I had a little more favor with the chorus, I could use that. What you can tell us about the Scarlet Core is the voice of Nearad if she's dead. Maybe I want the verses to think I'm being carefully observed. Let's go with lore, because I really want to up my lore as much as possible.
You would twist her loyalties from the chorus to yourself? A fool's hope, if ever I heard one. Safer to leave her hanging by a gibbet or rotting in the pillory for the Legion's amusement. But I can tell that you won't be swayed.
I would rather not lose favor with him, because that was the other option, really.
You are playing a dangerous game, Binder. If you wish to hold a venomous serpent so close, I will allow you your own self-destruction. Now leave me. When you are ready to join the assault, speak to the Iron Marshal.
Okay, so Verse doesn't try to leave me so much as gets threatened with her life. Interesting. Seriously, why did we have to sit and watch that guy walk out? Really, Verse? You're not going to talk to me after all that?
At your service, Fate Binder.
Loyalty 3. At your service, browse with an added flourish.
What do you need?
Can you tell me about
The
your
Scarlet
time
Chorus
with them?
is mostly for madmen and peasants with rusty daggers, but it's also a little niche of freedom that I never had. Once I survived training and met my Scarlet Fury sisters...
I'll talk to her a little bit more later. Alright, so that was the important thing that I really wanted to prevent, was losing a companion. I'm not a huge fan of pissing off the chorus in this particular instance, and in a lot of ways I would prefer to go with the chorus, but I don't really want to lose a companion. That's really more important to me than most of the other options, really. So, bonus to dodge, to kill, tries with their weapon, with their attacks for a short time. Is this with any basic attacks? Doesn't say that it's not anything. Immune to engagement. She can taunt people. It's probably not a very good idea when you consider that you are not probably not a very good idea when you consider that you are not exactly the most badass person in the world. I mean, I have mostly been using her as a ranged person, so maybe we go with, let's upgrade her ranged fire spell, or fire shot, bow shot thing, because that is actually pretty good. And then you, I don't really know what to do with you. I guess we go with the revive. Yeah, I guess we go with the revive. I am a little leery on that one, but I guess we kinda, sorta, maybe need to. So, okay, I guess. Up his spell capability? Well, actually, what I kinda want to do is up his ability to not die. Cause... yeah... Well, I don't know. Now, let's raise his health a little bit, because his health is pretty terrible. And you also probably could use having your health raised, to be honest with you. Because your health is also fairly bad. Yeah. I'll go with that too. Because the health on both of you people is pretty atrocious. Alright, so what are we supposed to do now? Assault on the Citadel, speak with the Iron Marshal. Okay. Alright, so, time is upon us. Iron Marshal nods at you with a serene smile. We march in Vendurin's wall to show that tears have been the price of insurrection. Looks into the direction, surveying the movement of ironclad warriors readying for battle. Kairos' edict will soon come to bear, and we should move at once. Fatebinder, if you're willing, I could use your assistance. We're a tight-knit band, and while we are not outclassed, we are outnumbered. Will you march to battle with us? I will join you for this battle, but I'm not amused by this little fight between armies. Gain some wrath. I'm not entirely opposed to that, actually, but I'll join you for this battle, even if we have to spill some Chorus blood. What of the Scarlet Chorus? Will you ask me to fight them as well? It offends us to violate Kairos' peace, but the voices in Nearad is a gangrenous limb. The sort of malady that, if tolerated, destroys from within. So, yes, if the Chorus stands between us and our goal, and I'm certain they will, we will have to draw blood. I'm not amused by this little fight between armies. Yeah, I'm not, so I'm not happy about it. Overlord brings peace. The sword of disorder runs against the harmony Kairos gives us. We will answer for our actions in due time, but for now our survival hinges on taking Ascension Hall. Killing the Chorus in self-defense is self-defense by any measure. Our forces are assembling as we speak. We'll meet you on the Citadel. Graven Ash protects. I mean, if it's self-defense, that's one thing, but I really still don't agree with you fighting the Chorus. You shouldn't be, because that's not the reason we're here, but... Oh well. Anything new? No. Okay. That's about what I expected, to be honest. Alright, so... I guess if we're moving on the assault right now, we still have time.
Sorry, I can't.
We still have time before the edict goes off, so maybe we should... What is that? Heroes Insignia. Immunity to Frightened and Terrified. Okay. It's ridiculously expensive. I might have bought that if it wasn't so goddamn expensive, but it's too much. It's too much. I'm going to buy this, though. I don't know if I can actually use it, but... Yeah, lore 50 does not have enough. Of course, 60 lore. Holy shit. Okay. Those are expensive as well. What the hell's this? I like how Verse didn't even, like, question that she was staying with me, though. Like, there was no point that she, you know, speak up for herself or say anything. It was just kind of like, whatever, I'll do, you know, the thing when I feel like doing it, kind of. Like, she didn't argue, she didn't, like, debate it. She was just like, I don't want to get involved. I don't want to fight. Or I don't want to argue about it. Spectral Blur. False Pit. I'm just trying to see if we've gained anything new that I don't remember, because it's been a little while since I played. No, okay, so I have all the spells figured out already. Alright, so let's go... we can't go to the Chorus camp anymore. Alright, well... To the Citadel! Its ring-shaped wall mimicking the mountains at the border of the nation, the Citadel has been repaired while understaffed, remains a formidable presence in the valley. Okay, well actually this is going to be the end of the episode. We will go to the Citadel here in a moment, so I will see you folks in the next episode. Take it easy, have a good day, and thank you for watching. Bye-bye, folks.